I'm here again with Dr. Greg Stevenson. Greg is a New Testament scholar with one of his specialties being the book of Revelation. I'm excited that he's going to work with us this year for the Pepperdine Lectures. Greg, talk to us a little bit about what somebody can do to get ready for this study of Revelation. Any resources, any suggestions about being ready to soak in everything there is?
Okay, yeah. Probably the first thing, and maybe even the most important that I would mention, is simply to read the book, preferably from beginning to end in one sitting. In fact, this is an assignment that I always give my students in my Revelation class. It's the first assignment they do is I make them sit down and read the book without stopping until they get all the way through it. And it's always a very eye-opening experience for them because, Revelation is a book that's telling a story. And to really appreciate it, you need to immerse yourself in that story. And when they do that, they begin to see things that they never noticed before. And it actually becomes a little bit less intimidating to them when they get that bigger sense of the story. So the more that people can do that, just read the book, and particularly just try to get the big picture without having to worry about all the little details and the symbols.
Figuring every symbol out
not
as
having
you go
to
through.
understand what every
I can't go any further. I don't know what that horse is.
Exactly. To get that larger context, I think, will be very helpful. And then when they come to the conference, hopefully they can fill in some of those gaps and understand some of those details better. For people who are wanting to go into it a little bit more, in terms of doing some secondary reading to prepare, there are a number of books out there that I think are helpful. For just like a general introduction to the book, there's books like Craig Kester has a book, Revelation and the End of All Things, kind of a general introduction. An older one that's good is Adela Collins' Crisis and Catharsis, which introduces the book again in some general ways. For sort of deeper theological engagements, there's books like Richard Bauckham, A Theology of Revelation, Brian Blunt's Can I Get a Witness, which really does a good job of looking at the book, particularly from the African-American experience and some of the questions that raises. There's a book by Alan Bosak called Comfort and Protest, I believe, where he reads the book from his perspective of South Africa and apartheid and the struggles there. And all of those are books that kind of look at it from specific angles, but will help, I think, to sort of expand that horizon a bit.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Greg.
Thank you.